This nice footage from the summer of 1941 goes well with part 6 of the series covering the 20th Panzer Division. To this point, we've seen how the division played a key role as part of Panzer Group III in the opening weeks of Barbarossa. Using primary historical sources, including this original folder containing reports about the actions of formations in the Panzer Group, I'll use original situational maps and associated film footage, including sensational private material, to continue with the unit's history. At the end of the film, I've added more from the 1943 German tank training film, so stick around. It's worth it. This is an original directory of the 3rd Panzer Group, containing information about the individual divisions in each of the corps through mid-1942. The HH logo at the bottom stands for General Herman Hoth, the leader of the Panzer Group. The 20th Panzer Division was led by Major General Horst Stumpff. In October of 1941, command of the division was given to Ritter von Thoma. An interesting side note is that later in the war, after being captured and in British captivity, von Thoma spoke openly to other prisoners about the V-1 and V-2 programs and testing at Penemunde. The information turned out to be quite useful to the Allies. In the opening phase of the war against the Soviet Union, the 20th had been involved in die Einnahme von Vilna und Teilnahme an der Doppelschlacht von Białystok und Minsk. This wonderful private footage comes from a 1941 collection of material taken by a soldier that was part of a recon unit in the 20th Panzer Division. Some of the footage in the reels is actually in color. I'll be showing more of this footage, so please remember to subscribe. Using original situational maps from the official German High Command War Diary, we can see how these operations progressed. This is a situational map for June 23rd, just the second day of operations in the Soviet Union. The 20th Panzer Division, at the tip of the spearhead, advances, encountering little organized resistance, into Lithuania. The following day, almost unopposed, the division moves into the capital Vilnius. Then, over the next few days, and together with other armored formations, the 20th is ordered to immediately continue east towards Minsk, with the intention of putting the lid on what would become the Białystok-Minsk pocket. Dünner Übergang bei Ulla und die Einnahme von Vitebsk. On July 4th, after a forced march of 62 hours which covered 400 kilometers and encountered little resistance, the 20th Panzer Division arrived to the Duna River across from Ulla. The taking of this key city would put the city of Vitebsk within easy striking distance. But it was the rockets from the Naval-Werfer Regiment 51 that would clear the way for the river crossing, made on July 8th. This great private footage is of the 51st Naval-Werfer, or rocket launcher, regiment as it was racing east towards the Duna River to support the 20th Panzer Division with the Ulla crossing. At the end of this video, there's a link to the series on the 51st Naval-Werfer. Notice the HH markings, which identifies the unit as part of Panzer Group III. After intense combat, including the use of special Brandenburger forces, the city of Vitebsk was finally secured by the attacking Wehrmacht units on July 10th. The next major objective would be Smolensk, but as we can see, resistance was stiffening. And now, here's more of the Panzer training film that was produced in occupied Poland in 1943. Thanks for watching.